Hey guys, my name is Abisola Olu-Ojo. If you are new here, you are welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a very brief one, guys. I have compiled a list of 10 things I love about living in Australia. So if you're interested, please keep watching. So guys, I'll go straight into my list for today. And the first thing on my list is food. The variety of food. Australia is a country with a wide range of food options. You are not limited to a certain kind of food. So whatever your fancy is, if you're into desserts, if you're into street food, if you're into fine dining, whatever cuisine interests you, you will find options here in Australia. And I love that so much. I haven't explored as much as I would love to because I haven't been outside Perth. But even just in Perth, you would find a wide range of food to try out. And I love to try out different kinds of food. So from American kinds of food, Korean, Indian, Asian, everything is available as long as you're willing to explore and try. I know people who are not willing to try out new things, but me, bring it on. I'm going to try it out. So I love the fact that I get to try out food. And aside food, guys, even wineries, if you're into wines, all the states in Australia have a lot of wineries for you to try out red wine, white wine, and be like, ooh, that tastes nice. I'm not into wines, but I know that it offers a wide range of food options as well as options for wine. That's the first thing on my list. Next thing has to be, I love how Australia has flexible working arrangements that allows you to have like a work and life balance. So if you choose to work full-time, you can. If you want to work part-time, you absolutely can. If you want to do a contract job for 3 or 6 months, that's available to you as well. And if you want to work as a casual staff, that's also available to you. Just depending on what suits your lifestyle, you get to choose. And I love that so much, When I came here earlier, my first job was a casual role. And what that means is that I work when I want to, or I work when work is available. But the downside to that is work is not always available. But the fact that I'm able to just work when it's convenient for me, and when I don't want to work, I'm either doing things that are personal to me or my areas of interest or my own businesses, It just allows you thrive, if I can put it that way. If you're a student, for example, you can work part-time as well as study. If you want to just do Monday to Friday straight on, you can also do that. It's just a very healthy arrangements for people here, and I like that so much. The third thing has to be the laid-back lifestyle. Australians are chilled, no stress, I can't kill myself kind of lifestyle, and I really like that because as a Nigerian, there's a tendency to want to just keep going. What's next? What do I have to do? That hustle spirit, we really have that, as Nigerians. But just being here, you find that there's only so much you can do, right? Don't kill yourself. I love that Australians are just, relaxed about everything. They are very keen on, being healthy mentally, don't stress too much. Yes, you have a job. Yes, you're paying your mortgage, but you also have to relax. You also have to go on vacations. You have to take care of yourself. And I like that a lot, And that's something I'm consciously imbibing now that I'm living here in Australia. Not to be laid back. I can't even be, but just being able to take one step at a time, take one day at a time, and just see how things go. Not necessarily being complacent or anything like that, but just take a deep breath, relax, enjoy life. Australians know how to enjoy themselves, and I like that so much. The next thing on my list has to be the weather. And as far as the weather is concerned, I'll just speak for Perth because I haven't gone to any other states just yet. But I like how that even in winter, the sun still shines down on me. I love that so much. I don't handle cold well. If you know me, I don't like the cold. I like the fact that even when it's winter, we still have sunshine, even with the rain and the cold. And that's a really good experience for me being a Nigerian woman, because back home, the weather is mostly hot. So that's what I'm used to. And just having that here in Perth as well is just really good for me. But in summer, our summer is very summer. Our summer gets really hot. We go above 40s, 42 sometimes. It gets really hot. And then we have very aggressive flies in summer. Those flies don't play. They would just be around you everywhere you go. But that's only in summer, so I can deal. But for the most part, we have a very lovely weather here in Perth, Western Australia. So the next thing on my list has to be tourist attractions. And particularly because our kind of tourist attractions are natural. I really love that. So from the caves to the beaches, everything is just very natural and amazing. It makes you just see how amazing the work of God is, like the beautiful things that God has created. People come from far and near just to have that experience of our caves and mountains and beaches. Our beaches are so beautiful, you know. And the fact that I love beaches the way I do, I still apply wisdom. I don't go deep into the waters because I had a slightly traumatic experience growing up where my mom, my brother, and myself almost drowned in a Nigerian beach. So just coming here and having so many beaches, it's good to see, but I'm very careful around beaches. But I love the fact that our tourist attractions are mostly natural, and it just makes more for a very beautiful country. Australia is very beautiful, and I still really hope to travel a bit more as time allows me to. Yeah, so the next thing on my list has to be Australian slangs. I think I've done a video about Australian slangs before. You can check that out. But I talked about how Australia has their own pidgin, where they say some words differently. What the regular word is not how they say it, and I like that so much. I've learned to say quite a few, but I still don't have their accent or anything. I don't think I ever will. I will always speak like a Nigerian. But I love their slangs I don't have to go into the list right now, but Australia they don't speak English the regular way. They have a few words that are switched up with other kind of words, and it's really cool to see. I love listening to them interact a lot. Next thing on my list has to be the fact that it's a very multicultural country. As far as statistics, it is the second most multicultural country. I have met a lot of people just being here for the few years that I've been. I feel like every continent is represented here in Australia. There's a wide range of people that have come in from far and near the globe into Australia, and I like that experience of meeting different people from different countries with different perspectives. It's interesting to experience, and I like that so much. The next thing has to be the fact that Australia is really big on preserving nature. I love the fact that there's a lot of trees and greenery everywhere you go, and that allows for a less polluted country. We have a lot of trees everywhere, even in the cities. There's trees, our beaches, animals is part of preserving nature. We have our animals, trust me, from wallabies to koalas to kangaroos, snakes, spiders. We preserve nature here in Australia, and I love that so much. I love the fact that it hasn't become so busy to the point where you can't even see trees anymore. The next thing on my list has to be the fact that if you would check on Google the 20 countries with the highest minimum wages, Australia is still number one. We have the highest minimum wage in the world, and that means that you can make a decent earning if you are living in Australia. You can work and make money. People say that the taxes are high. I don't think that it's crazy. There are other countries with higher taxes, but considering the fact that we have the highest minimum wage, it's really good for our economy, in my opinion. So you can work hard and also make good money. But the flip side of that explains very clearly why things are expensive. But they say that, oh, Australia is expensive. I mean, having the highest minimum wage also shows that if you are producing something, there will be a high cost of production, which also reflects into how much people make or how much things will be sold for. Yeah, and lastly, to end my video, I don't want it to be too lengthy, is the fact that if you're an outdoorsy person, like Australians like to say, you would enjoy the experience. So from swimming to camping to sports, they are also very big on sports, from barbecues, just going out and having a nice time. Generally, Australians are very outdoorsy kind of people. They always want to go out and have a nice time and just swim or just go camping or hiking, all those things. If you're someone who is looking for motivation to maybe go on a run or go for a stroll, you would be encouraged, because every morning you will see people going on walks around the parks and around their suburbs, which is very motivating for me. So now I try to do at least two days in a week where I just go for a run or for a jog, and I am never left alone. I would always see people around the street, going on their early morning walks, and I find that very encouraging for me as a person. So that compiles my 10 numbers of things that I enjoy the most about living in Australia. I hope you have enjoyed watching my video. If you can relate with any of these things, let me know down in the comments. Or if you are looking to come into Australia, I hope you have been encouraged somehow about how lovely a country it truly is. I'm blessed to be here, and I hope you feel the same way when you finally come in, or if you're already here. Share with me in the comment section the things you love about being in Australia. That's the end of my video, guys. You know what to do. If you have enjoyed watching to the very end, please make sure to give me a thumbs up, and also just click on the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.